Good evening, chaps and chapettes. Roggor here. Welcome back to the Rotathon 2018. We are now in the park, and as in theme park, as in creepy, as in horror. Hoping this is going to be good. Let's spend a dark room wearing headphones. Well, it's the middle of the day, so dealing with it. Subject matter may be disturbing to some players during the course of play. The part may manipulate graphics, audio, control settings, and your sanity. This is perfectly normal. Should not be any cause for alarm or psychiatry. Okay, I didn't realise this was horror comedy.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum.
You sound happy?
Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
Okay, slight controller buggery later. We appear to be in the 1970s. So I'm guessing there's probably going to be a serial killer involved.
Attention, patrons. The park is now closed.
Oh.
Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience.
Alright.
Employees prepare...
Home time then, Callum. Okay, so this is clear. There's something kind of... Oh, never mind. Cutscene. Talk in a second. Creepy guy. Low blood sugar?
Hey, Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath. Think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
How did he know about the bear, and how did Callum get through if the gates were locked? I'm suspicious as fuck.
Callum, where are you going?
This way, Mommy.
My god, you should not be allowed anywhere near children.
Callum, I told you to wait in the car.
Catch me, Mommy.
Oh, this kids need a good spanking.
A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within.
True.
On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to dream. It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention, employees. The park is now closed.
And a bit dilapidated as well. I was going to say before that there's actually something rather special about the smaller kind of amusement parks, as apart from ones where frickin' demons are apparently turning up. And or the sun decides to bugger off in 30 seconds flat. And now there's stuff growing in there. The place is dilapidated as fuck now.
Oh god. The park. What happened here? Callum, stay where you are.
Well, I don't have an X to Jason. I've got a R to Callum.
Lost here.
Sideshow, okay, yeah, so it's fairly basic. But yeah, but there's something special because it's like, yeah, sure, with like your Disneys and your Six Flags and like the equivalent in the UK, which would be like the Tussauds group parks. So that's like your Alton Towers and your Chessingtons and whatnot. Come back here, you little shit. Oh, you were going to the freaking House of Horrors, wouldn't you? That's quite a good entrance. I'll give him that. Come back here.
Come back.
So I'm not sure what the wibbly... What the hell? Carrie Gillian is Satan's whore. Charming. Because although with the bigger parks you know exactly...
This way.
Yeah, I'm coming. Because although you know exactly what you're getting, with the smaller places, sometimes you get things which you would never ever expect, or anything else. It's like, what the hell was... Oh, hold on. Examine shoe.
I think this belongs to Callum.
Well, good thing you're psychic. There's no grips. How the hell they didn't form this face, I don't know. But you are from the cover. Examine plaque.
Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Daily ice sculpting. That seems a bit odd. Because you are on the store page. Rust or blood? I wonder which. But seriously, that's all these one thing. It's like, has there ever... Oh, read handwritten note. Okay, I will in a second. But has there ever been like a horror movie where there's been like the killer is a guy in a mascot suit? Because those have always creeped me out, even as a kid. Not like seriously, but just like never been comfortable. Okay, so guessing this is from that creepy guy from the entrance. Not the creepy living guy, the creepy Willy Wonka after 80 years of meth. Look like they're saying that the island's cursed or some shit. Well, that art of Callum is in fact completely bloody useless. I have no idea what's so goddamn funny. So we've got Tunnel of Tales, Octatron, Ferris Wheel. Oh gosh. So do I go into the attractions? Because I kind of want to go into the horror one. Because it is a horror attraction after all. Have you gone in here, you little arsehole?
Where you are.
Well, this is here, so sod it. Might as well go for this one. Definitely go back to the House of Horror one, because, you know, 'tis October. Ride the Swan. Pretty soon that gets you arrested, but okay. Ooh, restricted field of view. Okay. Oh, so now I literally ride the not Tunnel of Love? Oh, Bennett, because all I remember vaguely about reading like an article about those is the reason those kind of died out is because the amount of people that would basically try and have sex before as soon as they got through like this bit, this ride started, and then before they literally quote unquote finish in every respect of the word. I mean, we already know the water in amusement park rides is toxic as crap.
Great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel.
Really?
And a girl named Gretel.
This entire ride for the Hansel and Gretel shadow puppet show.
Very little to bite or sup.
Take your word for that. Christ, this is dark.
What will become of us? The woodcutter asked his wife one night. I tell you what, husband. We will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there. No, my wife. I cannot do that, said the man. Then we will all fall starve, you fool. Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. Do not fret, Gretel, Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground.
Okay, look, I'm just going to kill the audio here, and if you want to, you can read the subtitles, because this is the Hansel and Gretel story that we've heard a million times.
The next morning,
times.
Leads the children into the forest. Before they leave,
Hello.
Mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get
That.
food.
Oh, fuck. Hello.
Leaves a trail of white
Stay the fuck away from me.
When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
After a
shotgun time, I think. Whether it's for me or him, I don't know.
in the woods, the children are sent
Okay, that was an unexpected freaking creep out. I hate the fact I can't turn around.
more white stones, but found that the door was locked.
Yeah, but the thing about the Hansel and Gretel story is incredibly stupid, because when back then, you know, before the welfare state of any kind was created, your children were your retirement plan. By getting rid of their children, they are condemning themselves to die much earlier.
Hansel broke his bread into pieces.
Okay. Random earthquakes as well. Is this arsehole gonna... be sitting behind me in the frickin' boat or something.
Crumbs and his trail was destroyed. Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
And then they died. Seriously, you like die? Is it 2 days or 3 days you can't go without drinking water? Something like that.
The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls.
But yeah, but just from a theme park design, this is a hell of a thing. This should be like a static thing at most. Like this whole river design is like clearly like taken from an older ride that they've repurposed, which actually happens a hell of a lot in theme parks. It's if you have a search on YouTube for Defunct Land, all one word, there's actually a great series. I forget the channel's name, but that's their premiere series. That's what they do. They like follow like old theme park rides which have since been, you know, become defunct and shut down. And there's a bunch of stuff where actually, like, I remember going to places as a kid and seeing those things and knowing the history behind them is actually pretty damn cool. Yeah.
Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked. And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, they divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
It's the original Grimm's version of the story. Because, you know, because that's the thing, is Grimm's fairy tale. That's why when we say something is grim, as in it's like creepy and bad. Please don't eat my soul. That is creepy. That is genuinely sodding creepy. Blimey, that took a hell of a long time to get through, but damn, 2 super creep out moments. Nice. I'm actually enjoying this a lot more than I thought I would. Well, the Callum button is freaking useless. And that's that sorted, so do I need to keep...
I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off. Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
Oh. What was... That wasn't doing a creepy whisper, but the statue's freaking gone. Ooh, that's freaking creepy. I'm giving this is doing a superb job on the creep out factor, I'll give it that. But considering how big this park is, this is probably like a 3 or 4 episoder to do the lot, so I'm just going to have a quick shifty inside here first, because, come on, it's the freaking horror attraction and it's Halloween-ish.
Too dark. I'm not going in there without a flashlight.
Oh, boo. Oh, so the sideshow thing is locked from this side. Oh, okay, so there is actually a prescripted way around the game. It's a circular loop. Fair enough, but I kind of had the illusion there for a second that I could. Maybe having the maps, although authentic for an amusement park, not actually that practical. Doobie-doo-boo, going down the only way I can.
Accident. This place.
I'm not going to want to, am I? Okay. Gathering that's a badge. Should I run? Oh, it's a stab teddy bear. Okay, so more notes from like the park's founder. Fucking mascot though. That's what I'm keeping an eye out for now. That squirrely bastard. No, I don't know how much of this is quote-unquote walking simulator, how much of this is actually freaking apparently mascot, stalker, whatever, probably killer. I mean, if you're going to stalk, you might as well go the whole freaking way. Also, if this place is... some of it's abandoned because I'm not sure what the intro was all about.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
Oh, there's loads of this kind of design of ride. There's a classic.
The guy just snapped.
Wait, what?
Those poor kids.
Okay, let's have a look. So we were waiting for our turn on the ride. Frank, me and the boys. The fellow in the chipmunk suit was making ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and poking away at the ice and thought he was making some animal like a tiger or lion, but as more and more ice fell away, when first looked at it, it looked like a human face smiling at a block of ice. The more you looked at it, the more there was something not quite right about the proportion, something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster, like you were praying that thing in the ice was a hunter. But when these teenagers walked up, one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit, and then, well, it went berserk. For a few minutes it was chaos, everyone was running away from the guy. One, a teenager on the ground who was stabbing with the ice pick, blood was spraying and people were screaming. Frank and the kids and I were dragging them away as fast as we could. Last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was the eyeball of one of those poor kids that landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. Oh, okay, so the place got on hard times because one of the staff members went bonkers and stabbed one of the guests to death. Yeah, that'd do it. Okay, is this an actual puzzle? So I'm guessing I have to stop it before I can actually get on. Right? That makes sense. Okay, apparently it does. No. So I remember the one at Chessington that was the classic one, the Dumbo flying ones, which had the little control stick you had in the middle of the control when you went up and down. That was great fun as a kid. Hey, what the fuck? Okay, a bit faster than... Oh, George, she's having one of her freakouts. What the fuck? That wasn't creepy or scary. That was just... That was silly. That looked like something out of Nightmare Before Christmas. Someone in the booth? Oh, I didn't even notice I had a body. Okay, creepy whispering. Ah, Polaroid.
Oh, I remember this.
Wow, you look stoned off your bonds. No, correction. You look like a you look like a bad model.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
Okay, there's something and or someone in there. Okay, so you have postnatal depression. It's pretty bloody common. What the hell is it? Okay, so... Okay, gonna read this one. Okay, I thought working in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of the season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, and so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping. Most of that gossip is about Chad. I mean, Steve. See? Even I'm starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that goddamn suit. In the beginning, it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, is Chad the Chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantic Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that. But the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first, it was little things like refusing to change out the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. Okay, so he's one of those sort of people. Fair enough. But then I saw him at Susie's Diner still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter the only one day, but nothing seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by, and apparently Steve has picked up some new skills since last time I saw him puking up in the gut outside the cycle station, because his sure as hell can carve a mean ice sculpture. The shapes he make in the ice, though, they give me the creeps. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he just hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seems like he was just staring at me, sizing me up, fucking me, whatever he was doing. Maybe he was just bored and not looking at you at all. You know, maybe the world doesn't revolve around your cooch. Anyway, I asked him what he wanted and he just stood there not saying anything. Eventually I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I never want to see that chipmunk suit ever again. Laura Henman. You fuck me ass. Up yours, Laura. Jesus Christmas. But we've only seen that... 1 second. We've only seen that chipmunk souk the once so far. So I'm not entirely sure. Okay, right. Oh, God. But we've only seen that chipmunk souk the once so far. So I'm going to say so.
Crashes and 80s music. Guess it floats someone's boat.
That'd be me. So what we actually got? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so actually we've only done 2 out of all of them lot. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to finish the park here. I definitely have a feeling I might do the maybe a part 2 and or 3, depending on how long it's going. Yeah, it's a walking simulator, but seriously, what was that? The Tunnel of Tales, Gordon Bennett, that really got my heckles up. Or hackles. Or maybe a moron, whatever. But yeah, for the moment, thank you very much indeed for watching this silly little video of mine. I hope you're enjoying Rotathon 2018. There will be another vid tomorrow, 7 PM GMT. Please have a little look-see at that. Have a little look-see down at the channel to see if there's anything else I've done which takes your fancy. If so, have a little look-see. Bar means, my friend. Subscribe if you want to, but most importantly, please, for you all to be wonderful to each other. Good night.